So we're going to go ahead and get started. Tonight is Wednesday night skill building, and my name is Debbie Barnett. And tonight we're here to help each other learn how to get better with our Mah Jongg skills. Yep, we are learning together because I make this as interactive as possible throughout the night. I want your input at times. Please feel free to ask any questions that you have in the Zoom chat. As well, if you want to stick around at the end, feel free to, because after I do my sign off, I will open it up to questions in case you have anything that you want to ask off camera. That would be fine as well. And tonight I play against the box at I Love Maj, where I'm going to head over right now so we can get started now. I Love Maj is where I do all of my Wednesday night live streams. And this is the game Launchpad. This is where you play against bots or even play with friends at a personal table. If you want to know any more about I Love Maj, once you've seen what I do and you like what you see, please feel free to reach out to me at mahjongteacher1@gmail.com. That's MAHJ1@gmail.com. And I'll put that in the Zoom chat for you guys. Just in case, I'd be happy to help you out with anything you need to know about this amazing site. Hello, everybody watching from YouTube. Down below the game Launchpad is the exercise room. Just to briefly talk about this, this is one of the greatest tools that you could possibly use. It's going to help you learn the card more, help you practice the Charleston, and recognize what hands your opponents are playing. There's also a few other games, Mahjong and Heavenly Hands. All of these are fabulous, and you can learn about these on this site, as far as even right here, learn more, or on my YouTube channel, which is MahjCon, which is what you tuned into tonight, MahjCon. I have some videos on there as well, how to play and use the exercise room at I Love Maj. So please check that out. I am an affiliate of theirs because I do believe in this site. So if you do want to try it out for 3 weeks, you can try it out for free for 3 weeks just to see how you like it. Normally you get 2 weeks, but with my affiliate code, uppercase D, uppercase B, for Debbie Barnett, you'll get 1 extra week. So please feel free. They also have Siamese Mahjong, which is pretty cool. So you could check that out if you like to play Siamese. And if you really want to learn the card, boy, play Siamese Mahjong, because it forces you to learn and play the whole card, because you've got 2 racks, double the tiles, and that's a lot of fun. So try that out. Tonight we're playing against the bots, and we are going to be playing the official game version. Again, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time about the difference between just for fun and official. Reach out to me if you have any questions on that, and I'll certainly help you with that. We play against the intermediate bots. There are 3 levels of bots here: beginner, intermediate, advanced. I do prefer that you stick with intermediate if you can. But if you want to win more Mahjongs, if you're a newer player, you could play against the standard for a bit. Try to move up if you can. Why do I say that? Because the bots didn't get formal training in person learning this game. And sometimes they make mistakes that, well, will help you get Mahjong, but that typically you're not going to have happen when you're playing with better players. Thus, move up to intermediate when you can, after you have some Mahjongs under your belt and you're feeling good about your game. You want to get better, certainly. So improving your bot level. These advanced bots, 2 things that differ with them: they recognize when a hand is dead, and so they have the ability to call another player's hand dead. Pretty awesome, isn't it? And also, if the opponent across from one of the bots stops the Charleston, they will decline to do the optional across. This is a strategy that I teach to all of my beginner students to get used to that from the beginning. If your opponent across from you stops the Charleston and hopefully they're stopping it for the right reason. That would indicate that they have one really fantastic hand. And why would you want to take a chance to give even one more tile to them on the optional across? I know some of you are thinking, oh, but we have the same things going around and around. Well, quite often I get a brand new tile on the last right or the optional across. I'm just thrilled about it, but it goes to prove that you do get new tiles. Consistently? No, but you do get them for sure. All right, let's go ahead and launch the game. And I know that there's always some, let me just see if I have any more here. So Joni, welcome. Joni just finished my beginner series a few weeks ago. I'm thrilled that you're here because this is definitely a way to keep your game improving. Christine said, sometimes I stop because I don't know which way I am going, so I don't want to trade anything. Bad idea, question mark. Yeah, to put it mildly, yeah, bad idea. I will be talking about that every time we get to stopping the Charleston tonight, but you don't want to give up looking at 12 more tiles. And everything that I teach you, I teach because I've been doing this a long, long time. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. I've had my strategies that I use proven time and time again. And if I thought that stopping the Charleston when I was torn between two hands was more beneficial than continuing, I would be doing that. But that's not the way we play the game. You will not find experienced high-level players stopping the Charleston for torn between two hands. I've not seen that in my circle of, seeing the more advanced players playing. And I do get to see a lot of people playing because we do a lot of fifth player betting, and that's a wonderful way to see how others play the game. So I get to witness that nobody stops it unless they have one really good hand. Okay, so let's see. So we'll talk more about that in a little bit. And let's launch the game. And I think I caught up on everybody here without missing anybody. And let's see if there's anybody. Another person, I think, said that I was very blurry. Well, I hope. Am I looking very blurry to everybody on Zoom as well? Nope, Zoom says no. So maybe it's on your end. If I'm very blurry, Elizabeth, maybe check something out there. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, let's get going here. Beautiful. Bot level 2. I could change it here if I want as well. Let's just say you forgot and you were like, oh, I want to try the harder level. You could do it right there. Timer. We're going to turn that baby off for tonight. This is a timer that you can use to gauge how long it takes you to call a discard. So in the computer world, when a tile goes out and it says, do you want to call or ignore it? If there's a timer on, it's going to count down, but there is a pause button, so you could easily pause it if you think you're going to run out of time, and then take all the time you want. It's not meant to make it harder for you. It's just meant to help you learn how to speed up your game. And certainly that's stuff that we do here tonight to help you learn when you need to make harder decisions and when you don't have to worry too much about it. So we're going to leave it off because I talk through everything, and we don't want to have to worry about a pause button, which there have been a couple of times I've forgotten that it was on, and not pleasant to be teaching and having that on. So we're going to start the game.
Here's Charleston.
And here we are. Let me know if there's any audio issues at all. If it sounds okay, I usually do like to go in and just make my audio the best it can be for when I upload it to YouTube, and I just did that quickly. Okay, sort by suit initially is the way I teach and the way I like it. I usually put my winds and dragons down on the right side to start. just the way I do it. Psychologically, I think it's because Winds and Dragons category is on the right side, but of course we know that is not going to necessarily stay there. But just to begin with, now this is a hand that, or a set of tiles, I should say, not a hand, where I don't have any multiples of my suit tiles. A multiple is not 2 4s. Those are like numbers. A multiple would be 2 4 dots, 2 8 dots, 2 9 bams, or even 3. Once in a while, you get lucky enough to get 3 like numbers, which would be a pung. So anyway, when you have this situation and you're faced with this, what do you do in the beginning? Well, you don't collect all of these pretty dots that look so pretty together and just start discarding everything else and hoping that you're just going to keep collecting dots, and then maybe make some kind of run, because beginners tend to gravitate toward that consecutive run section. I am hoping that the students that go through my course aren't gravitating toward that, because I don't teach that way. So if that is happening, maybe it's some kind of natural progression that happens. But I'm just saying, consecutive run is a wonderful category and it's so flexible, but we want to make sure we're using it the right way. And okay, so in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to put these into evens and odds right there. Okay, and I do not pass my dragons unless I absolutely are in a situation where I have to, because the tiles that I'm collecting that are coming in indicate that I am not going to be needing a dragon in any of the categories that I'm keeping an eye on, but rarely is that the case. At this point, I have no clue whether I'm going to need a dragon. So I'm keeping my dragons, I'm keeping my green and my soap. And now I do see that we have 4 odds here. Well, I do like the evens a little better. We have 1 more tile in the evens. And so then I'm going to take a look and see what else I can do with these tiles here. Now, if I look at my dots, and I want to decide which one of these I might want to keep that might go with a consecutive run, well, maybe I'll keep this one. There's nothing that really pops out at me as being super, super fantastic either way with the 9 or the 5, but I would keep the 5 only because it is closer to maybe the 2 through 5, which there is a hand that has 1 through 5. So maybe I would do that. If I were to do this, I might say, well, they're right next to each other. Maybe I would consider that one. I don't think it's going to matter too much at this point. And if I don't want to get rid of any of these right now, I have to consider, what I'm going to be passing. So let's take a look at that first. I'm going to do the 1, and I think I will keep the 5 for right now. I'll just stick it right down here. And if I can avoid passing 2 winds together, I will. If you have to pass them because you don't want to give up anything you're passing, try to mix it up with north and east, south, west, like that kind of thing, because the hands in that winds and dragons category, north and south go with the odd like numbers, and east and west go with the evens. East starts with E for evens, if you want to use that to remember it. And odd has a 0, so that's the odd would be the O in north, and south has an O. That helps you. Okay, so what can we do here? I also have, I recognize 8 9 and 8 9 even being a possibility. you could possibly go here and see about getting some kind of a run going with that. But I'm not thrilled about 8-9-8-9, only because there's nothing above the 9 that you could do. And the only hands that I would think of for 8-9-8-9 would be consecutive run line 3 and the bottom concealed hand. And for those, we would need to have another number going up. And there is no other number. So I'm not going to really worry about that too much right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick this to start with. Let's see what comes in. I got one more even. And so I have evens going, and I also have like numbers with 4s. Very often when you keep track of any category, like 2026, 2468, it's going to lend itself to almost naturally creating like numbers. So when you can keep track of more than one thing, what does it help you do? It's going to help you get to Mahjong more often, or at least end up with a really nice hand where you got really close. So that way, okay, so now I have that. So now I'm going to do this and that. Now let me just see if there's anything else before I do that. Let me just look again at the 1 and the 3 to see if there's anything that I might want to keep here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could do 1 bam, 2.3 crack, which is a tiny bit of a mixed suit run. But I don't think I'm going to do that, so I'm going to pass this. All right, I got another green and back another 9. Was that a 9 dot I passed earlier or a 9 crack? I'm forgetting now. I think it was, for some reason, I think it was, no, it was a 9 dot because I remember I was doing that. So I got that back. And let's see, first right across and first left. Okay, so we'll do this. They're all good passes, but don't worry about all what you're passing as much as remember, don't pass pairs, don't pass flowers. If you get stuck passing a flower, there are times that does happen. So be it. You might have to do it once in a great while, but don't, because those flowers, this year, flowers are extra special. And I mean extra special. Everybody's either playing them or nobody's playing them and they're discarding them right away. But if you don't see them getting discarded right away, let me tell you, you know that your opponents are playing flowers. Why are they so popular? We've got pungs of flowers. They're so easy to make compared to having to worry about a pair. And then we've got those sextets of flowers in 2 places. And if somebody's going to try for those hands, they need lots of flowers. So try not to do that if you could help it. Now, if I did, you know what? I'm going to do this on second thought, because remember I said I was keeping the 5 for maybe a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in one suit. Maybe I'll keep that. And I'll do this, but then again, that's really pretty. Maybe instead of this, I will think about 1, let's just see, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to worry too much about the runs right now. I think I'm headed more into evens or any like numbers. So let's just go here. Okay, so I was thinking about that 9, trying to work it out in my head, and I don't like to do it and take time, but the way when I passed first right, then across, and I was getting a left, I wouldn't have gotten that 9 back at that point. It's a lot to wrap your brain around. You can actually put it out down on paper sometimes and figure it out. So I was thinking that there were 2 9 dots going around in the Charleston, and yes, there were. All right, so we're going to continue the Charleston right now. And I don't know if I'm going to bother thinking about East and West.
Second
We are going to
Charleston.
continue it because I've got tiles to pass. So we'll do this. And I was thinking about the East and I was like, no, maybe not. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it back. I was thinking East and West with the even fours could be a possibility. But then I've got those pretty dragons too. And I almost want to keep this just in case I get more dragons. Now, knowing the card, you'll know certain things, you'll recognize certain things. So with the dragons, I think of line 2 in Winds and Dragons, because that has the 4 singles. And so if I had 2, 3, 4, 5, then I started getting dragons, I might end up pivoting to that, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the case. So to be honest with you, I'm not going to think about that because I'm going to try to keep the 9 dot so that I don't put that into someone's hand that or tiles where they may have the 9 dot and then they get another one. I'm going to try not to do that. So let's do this and we'll do that right now. Okay, so I got another 4. I know East and West with the 2, 4, 6, 8 line 3 is a challenging hand. Do I want to keep it? Maybe I'll get back a West here. And I didn't want to pass this out, the 9. Do I want to take a chance or do I not want to take a chance with that? I almost would rather not. So I'm just going to pass the 1 tile and do a blind pass. First left, last right. Utilize your blind passes if you need to. Again, we're going to talk about what I'm thinking, but I wish I had kept that West now, maybe for 2, 4, 6, 8 line number 3 or East West with 4s. Now that I got another 4, God, you just never know what's going to happen in this game.
Courtesy pass.
I got another 4. That's really pretty. And if I don't pass anything right now, I may not get. See, I just got a brand new tile, didn't I? On the last right. I got a brand new tile. My point has been proven. Okay. Geez, I think I'm going to forget about the East and West right now. I really am. I just want to get, if I only do 1 tile, I'm going to get a West. So it's not going to, I might get a West. Does it matter at this point? I don't want to pass the 9 because the 9 is, I don't want to give the 9 to Joe, my opponent, who might have the 9. I think I'm just going to say no. I hate to do that, but I'm going to say no. Yeah. Oh, so Catherine had said something about why get rid of the East, and that might have been before. Well, just the choice that I made at that point. Anyway, so I think I'm just going to say no tiles. All righty, so we're going to talk about prioritizing discards as well. In this particular case, I am going to get rid of the 9 and then I'll get rid of the East because I kind of abandoned that idea with the East and West things. And we have like numbers, very pretty also forming here. So we've got plenty of things. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 hands to play, which are also very pretty. Well, we're going to get rid of the 9 right now because of the fact that there's someone that might have that 9 out there. So we want to make sure we do that first.
9 dot. Soap. Flour. Green.
Now we'll see them going out either right away or not. So I don't think I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to get rid of the East now.
East. North.
Because I decided not to go that route because I had other things that I preferred to keep. So
8 bam.
the way it is.
2 dot.
All right, now this came into my hand and I still know somebody has the other one in there on their rack. So I'll just go ahead and get rid of this one right now, even though this is a fresher tile. This one I am aware of what went on in the Charleston with it. So I'm going to do this one first,
9 dot. Flower.
and then I'll do the 3. So
2
there
crack.
goes our flowers out early.
3 crack. Call. 6 crack.
And then, by the way, you notice I'm not talking about any one hand right now. I'm just going to keep collecting even numbers and also any like numbers, my 4s particularly.
Flower.
See there, flowers going out early? Yep. All right, so now we'll do the 3. So now we'll talk a little bit about fresh tiles. The 9 was an exception because of what had happened during the Charleston with getting those 2 9s in. But normally, what I want you to do is think about getting rid of the freshest tile out there. And then once you don't have a fresh tile, you'll start duplicating what's out there. All of this is done early in the game, which starts to make it more difficult for your opponents to make a hand. And that is something that's really, really important to do. Most beginners think, oh, let me throw something that's already there. And they keep doing that and doing that. And all the time that they're doing that, they're collecting tiles that they don't see on the table. I call them tile collectors, but those players are sabotaging their ability to build their hand because every time you hold a tile that you think might be needed by an opponent, you are going to have a more of a challenge in building your hand while you're letting them gather their tiles, pick jokers in, pick natural tiles in. So those tiles sitting in your rack that you think your opponents need start to get hotter and hotter and hotter. So earlier,
3 dot.
the better.
Red. 3 dot.
I would have liked to have that red in my hand.
1 dot.
All right, well, we'll take that for sure. And I will do an east. Now, before I discard it, let's talk about what's going on my rack. Because once I discard my east, I have now run out of discards. So the next tile that comes in is going to help me decide which way I'm going to go and why I'm going to decide that. I have lots of good possibilities right now in 2, 4, 6, 8. I could play around with a few things that I see. I'll do it this way first. Right there is the 3rd from the bottom, right there. Now, if I put it this way, it'll look even better. No, not that way. Sorry. Oh, no, I can't do it that way. I was going to say it'll look better, but no, because I'm still missing the one of the dragons, because it would be like this. I'll show you real quick. Okay, so it would be like that. And then, so that is the 3rd from the bottom. Yep. Any 3 suits, like Kongs. What's a Kong? Those are 4 like tiles, 4 of a kind in the card world, but we call them Kongs, Kongs. That would be nice either way. I could do it either way, but I have 2 4s, so this makes way more sense doing it like that. Okay. All right. I'm not going to put all my Mah Jongg tiles in one basket, certainly, because I'm missing that 2, which is a single right now. All right. Like numbers. Let's see what like numbers looks like. The second line, the hand on the second line is looking like this right now. And the third one, which would and of course I'm missing a single for this one too. And then the third hand down under any like numbers, we need the pair of flowers. We need a pair of dragons, which I have already. And that would be like that. Okay, now what about the safest hands of all? If we want to have something to consider, we have to make a choice. I want you to think about hands that have two pungs and two kongs. This year we call it our pung pung kong kong hand. Last year it was pung kong pung kong. It is the same hands come back, many of them every year. But this one this year is two pungs and two kongs. It's the first line in 2468 on the right side. 2468. That would be a good hand to be able to have. And also, if we could keep something else, keep an eye on something else, that would be smart. I'm going to leave everything all mixed up right now until we pick in another tile. Oh, and Joe called a Kong. And I forgot to mention that we do have a Joker exchange available up there. Don't miss those Joker
East.
exchanges.
9 bam. West.
Always look around the board.
1 dot.
Or look around the table. All right, now another 9 dot came into my hand. Somebody's still holding a 9 dot. So I'm getting rid of it now. Because I
9
don't have
dot.
anything else.
5 bam. North. Call. 5 bam.
Have a pung of North here. Okay, so again, I don't have
5 crack.
else.
Joker swap. 1 crack.
God, Wes, snatch that Joker up.
5 dot. 6 bam.
There's
Call.
6 bam.
9 bam.
Interesting there. Somebody's playing sixes and I got one in my hand.
3 bam. 5 bam. 1 bam. Call. Flower.
Now, notice I don't care what I'm discarding at this point. After the deal, we've got 99 tiles, and the first 33 tiles equate to the beginning game, the begin game. During that period, I'm getting rid of what I'm not collecting, which is anything other than the evens. And if I get a red, I'll keep that for sure if I can. But nonetheless, I'm going to ignore
2 bam.
this here. And there's a 2 that I would have loved to have in my rack.
Call. 8 crack.
Oh, interesting. So now this gives me some really good information here. Not only do we know exactly what Joe is playing, because it could have been 1 3 3 5 1 3 5 7 9, the second hand on the left side. But now we know it's 1 2 3 4. And I need a 2 if I wanted to make that single grouping up front. So there's only one more left. Lots of information.
Call. West.
And now we have a Kong of 8 cracks here. Man, my opponents are busy tonight. So what could this be? This could be 6, 7 bams, 8, 9 cracks, or 5, 6 bam, 7, 8 crack. Is there anything else that it could be? And I say probably not. All right. And by the way, if you think I'm missing something, feel free to put it in chat. I love it when you ask me questions or suggest things. Certainly.
6 dot.
Let's see. 3, 5 bams in discards. Oh, 3, 5 bams in discards. Well, that's a good reason it won't be 5, 6, 7, 8. We hope anyway. So
8
now
dot.
a lot of my evens are going out. Certainly. So this is a tile that Wes probably needs, especially since 5, 3, 5 bams are out already on the table. So what do I want to do here? Do I want to get rid of something else and keep the 7 bam? No, not really, because then if my hand I wait and my hand starts to develop more, then I'm going to be forced to discard it even later, and then it could be Mah Jongg. If it is Mah Jongg, we're at 65 tiles. We've just entered the middle game. We've only gone through the first 33 tiles. If I give Wes Mah Jongg right now, because I only have one joker, so somebody's got a lot of joker, and it doesn't look like it's Joe either. Then I'm just going to say, good job, congratulations. But this is the right thing to do at this point.
7 bam, 6 dot.
There we go. So now we know 6, 7, 8, 9 is these two guys have really good hands. Certainly their hands developing a lot better than mine.
Flower. 9 dot.
There's that 9 dot. Finally went out. Agata's the one that ended up with it. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the one I'm gonna get rid of. So
1 crack, 8 bam. 9 bam. Soap.
So I'm not getting a whole lot of lucky picks right now, but now we have to make a decision. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's the safest of all hands. And then if I want to keep all of my like numbers with fours, the 8 would be the one to go out right now. So we'll just do the 8.
8 dot. Red.
Ooh, the red, the second red, the second red. Okay, we'll say ignore.
5 dot. 8 dot.
All right, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we don't know. We could take a look and see there are no 7s out, so we could say, oh, maybe Agata's doing north-south with 7s, possibly. We could start looking at all the odds and see whether we think it's that, but we're not going to take all that time up right now, so we're just going to have. Okay, and then Phyllis said I have 2, 4 cracks that Joe needs. Yes,
7
thank you,
crack.
Phyllis.
Flower.
See all those little teeny nuances and stuff. I need you guys to have your eyes out there for me. Yes, Joe needs those 4 cracks, so we're definitely not getting. Now, how many flowers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th flower. There's only 2 more left, which means that chances are I'm not going to be playing any like numbers line 3, because what are the chances I'm going to pick those 2 flowers that are remaining? Let's just count one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 6 here.
South. Call. West.
Agata put up a Punga South with a joker. Oh, there's a soap there. And of course, I do not need that one. And I'm more than likely not going to need the green either. So I'll just get rid of that one.
Soap. East. 9 crack. 3 dot.
2, 4, 6. Okay, so let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we'll just do the 6 at this point. I mean, the only chance that I would switch it out to that single with the 4s, maybe, because I still would have 1 green to get rid of if I wanted to. Looking like this. As if I were lucky enough to get that too. But I don't think that's, you never know. I want to make sure I didn't miss it. All right, let's go ahead here. Oops.
6 crack. 5 crack. 5 dot. Green.
Uh-huh. Okay, so like numbers with 4s is still a possibility for line 2. Even though it's not going to be line 1, and a slim possibility that it could be the 3rd from the bottom in 2, 4, 6, 8, and then our safety hand 2, 4, 6, 8, which 2, 4 dot 6, 8, line number 1, the first hand on the right side. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of 1 green.
Green. 9 bam. 1 bam.
One more
West.
tile that comes in will hopefully help us make a decision.
3 dot. 5 crack.
We're at 38 tiles. We're almost in the end game. I'm certainly going to pay
Red.
attention to what comes in. Now there's the third red. I have one more chance of getting that red in to even consider line 2 for any like numbers.
Joker swap. 8 bam.
Of course, I would have liked that in my hand. All right, now here's a little dilemma. Okay, if I do that 7 bam joker exchange, it would appear that I would be making Wes jokerless, right? However, I only have 2 jokers, so there are 6 more jokers I would think dispersed among my opponent's tiles. What's left anyway of their tiles. So let's look at 6, 7, 8, 9. Are there any 9 cracks out at all? One here. And did I miss any? Okay, so that tells me that Wes has a joker. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got the 4s. That tells me that Joe has the jokers. Agatha's the only one where she could possibly have no jokers, but I'm going to say I'm going to take the chance because I need that 7 bam. So I'm going to do it. I know that if I was playing in person, I'd get a lot of groans and maybe even a few comments from my friends, but I'm going to do it. And let's see. Randy said take it and discard the 2 dot. And well, let me see what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the joker.
Joker swap.
And discard the 2 dot because we don't need that. All right, so we're good to go here. And that means we are still in the running for the second hand in any like numbers and the third hand up from the bottom in 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't even know why I was holding that 2 for that long. Hoping maybe to get 2, 4, 6, 8 in another thing, but I must have already discarded a 6 or 8. So, yep, I did. All right, so here we go. And I think we're good.
2 dot. 7 crack. Mah Jongg.
All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, which we knew from Joe. Good job. And of course, we thought he had those jokers, so he just picked one, I guess, right now to make that mahjong because he had everything else up. But let's look and talk about, and then we'll look at Agatha and Wes's hands. But let's look at where we were here, right? Right now, if we were to play the third hand from the bottom, and I'll look at the remaining tiles in a sec. 2, 4, so it's that and that. Okay, so the green would have had to go, and I would have needed a red or that 2 to be set for Maj. And so I was 2 tiles away. If I have 1 left, 2 tiles away from that hand, that third from the bottom. For any like numbers, we were doing good as well, but we were 3 tiles away from that second hand. So both hands were good. I'm very happy with how things turned out. Would I have liked to have mahjonged? Of course I would like to mahjong. But Randy wants me to look at remaining tiles to see where the, oh, wait a minute, the 2, where is the other 2? Was it already on the table? No, it's right there. There's the other 2 that I would have needed. And 1 joker. And the red. Yep, here's the red. And here's the 2. So there it goes. But anyway, let's see what Agatha was doing. Winds and Dragons line 3 with the 7s. I don't know if I would have guessed the 7s. Maybe if I saw that there was only one 7 dot out, or maybe, let's see, was it still in the wall? No. All right, and Wes, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, we knew that. Oh, there's the other 7 that Agatha needed. She would have called it, but she still wasn't close. She was 3 tiles away from Mah Jongg. So with the one hand, I was only 2 away. Not bad. Not bad at all. And Wes was only 2 away as well. So nice. Okay. So, again, it's not always about winning. You want to get to the point where you're forming good tiles and have lots of flexibility. You see, I didn't lock in. I didn't care about locking into any hand early. And that's just the way
First Charleston.
played. It'll afford you more mahjongs. Okay, I have no jokers right now. And we're going to move these down just for a little bit, but I am well aware of those beautiful, pretty dragon tiles right there. And I'm going to move these up here for right now. Those are our multiples right now. And so looking at 7s, there's nothing on the left side other than any like numbers. So yeah, I got any like numbers there. Then do I have anything else? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 might be a possibility. Just kind of collecting tiles right now and thinking about different categories and possibilities. But I am well aware of these really pretty dragons here. So I don't want to give that up either. And what else could I do with those? 2026. I got all of that right there. That could be potentially 2026, every one of those tiles. What am I going to do here? I don't think the 1 is going to be as important. It would be. I do know there is one hand that it could work out in. Possibly the 3, 4th hand down. The floating pair hand could happen. It would look like this right there if I wanted to keep that. That's a possibility. I don't think I want to give up these, but if I wanted to keep something going on, let's see what we could do. With the 7s, like numbers, again, is definitely a good thing. So if I keep all of this for 2026, if I started getting in more 2s and 6s, I may end up breaking up the 7s and getting rid of them. That could happen. Right now, I'm thinking I want to go this way, strangely enough, but I also am thinking maybe keep the 9. Ooh, this is really a challenge. I would either break that up now and keep this, but then again, I'm thinking line 2 Winds and Dragons. I'm just thinking out loud. This would only give me not a lot of flexibility, just 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. I like when my runs are not ending in 9 or just starting in 1. That way I have some flexibility. This one I don't. It's got to be 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, you guys, what do you think I should pass? Give me some choices. Either I don't even think about 2026 and I just think about like numbers, and maybe I'll get some kind of run going on anyway, and I do this. What do you think? Anybody want to give me any suggestions? I am looking at YouTube to see if anybody there is giving me any suggestions. Let's see, 5, 7, 7, 9. Yeah, that's why I would keep all this here. That's great. But what I want to know is what 3 you would pass. I guess this would be what you would pass. Stick with 2026. It's early. Okay, but if I stick with the 2026 and I keep those, which one of these guys? You see, this is a situation where you're just going to make a decision. Okay, it's not right or wrong at this point. It's just, it's like a gut feeling maybe, or crazy guess. Next line, what about next last line in Winds and Dragons? Oh yeah, that's a possibility too. With northeast and west and north and south. Yeah, it's a possibility. It's a challenging hand. We've got the flowers too, but I've got the two pairs. Yeah, I mean it's a possibility. I'd have to do this or break this up. What else you got to say? Let's see what you're saying. Pass the twos. Pass the twos and the seven crack. There's also the possibility of second from the bottom. That one I already read that. Keep 7, 9, hold the 8. Hold the 8. Oh, for 8. 7, 9, hold for 8. What does that mean, Yvonne? 7, 9, hold for 8. You're going to have to give me a little more information. East, past the east, Randy says. I kind of agree with that. So we're doing that. And what other tile, Randy? And then what else? Oh, and hope for an 8. Oh, keep 7, 9 and hope for an 8. Oh, 7, 9 and hope for an 8. Well, what about that? What about that? I say that. Randy says, no, don't do that. Oh my God. Randy says, no. Well, what am I passing instead? I really look at line 2 of 2026. I mean, oh no, I don't have the right dragons for the other two right now. So we'll do one of, look, I mean, we could keep this for like numbers with sevens. All right, I'm going to do this. I know. Okay, I'm doing that. Oh, look at that. We've got 9s. Wow, we didn't want to do that necessarily. That was not necessarily what I wanted to get in. And if I do not, the only one was the north and south with the pairs. Oh, golly, I don't think I want to break everything else up for that. Ooh, this is a toughie. All righty. Now we've got this hand here that has come to life. That is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth hand down on the right side, right there. And I did give away a 1 bam earlier, and it could have been the very last bottom concealed hand with the soaps. All right, we're on a blind pass. Is everybody keeping? We have so much. I want to keep it all. I just want to keep everything. I hate passing a north and a south, but we have a blind pass right now, which I would do only to think about. See, now I have a little flexibility here. 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8, 9 with the dragons. I definitely do. Randy says, pass the soap. Oh, I can't do that for the second hand in Winds and Dragons. That would be crazy to do that. I think I'm gonna do a blind pass. All right, for right now. Oh my God. Look at how crazy this is. 5, 7, 7, 9. I'm just talking through this right now. 5, 7 crack, 7, 9. That's that pung pung kong kong line 2 on the right side. 5 cracks, 7 cracks, 7, 9. I should be looking at singles and pairs, for God's sakes. I've no jokers. We're going to continue. The question is what are we going to continue with? So I guess we're going to, guess this is kind of made up our mind. You know, that second Winds and Dragons hand that just doesn't seem to be in the future here. So we're going to
Second
continue.
Charleston.
And I have to figure out which ones I'm going to do. So like numbers, I need at least, I want to keep one pair. So we'll do maybe this one or this one. Maybe this one is less valuable than passing a soap. What do you think about that? And then, let's see. We've got a suggestion. Ladies of the Lanai is watching from YouTube. Well, hello, hello. We've got Flower 579 Dragons. Oh, yeah, you had seen that too. But now I'm in a little bit of a different situation. Look at what happened. I did see 579. It was really pretty. Now I got that other 7 in. 5779. All right, I got to do this because I got to get rid of that too. Oh, painful, painful, painful. Oh, now I got this. Oh, well, and a 2 and a 6 for 2026. Don't cry over spilt. Oh my God, nobody is using these tiles. I mean, nobody's using them. I don't know if I would even consider keeping that north and south, to think that I might pick up some more and do north and south with 7s, or not even bother. I kind of feel like I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to do 2. Oh my God.
Courtesy
Watch, I'm
pass.
going to get, oh my goodness, look at that. Very pretty if I get 5 cracks or a couple jokers. Oh, nobody wanted to keep the wins, did they? So I'm going to do 2 now. Fun.
Flower.
Oh, another wind and a 2.
Call
Amazing.
west.
So see here, we have 99 tiles. And so breaking it up into thirds, we're now in the game where we want to get out the freshest tiles, ones that are not seen early. Don't worry about what you're doing at this point. I mean, you want to worry about what you're doing. You want to make sure you keep tiles you need, but don't worry about what you're discarding. Just get out the freshest tile.
Joker swap. 6 crack.
That was quick, Agatha. Gee. 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I like to discard the tiles that come back to me at the end of the Charleston, even though I'm pretty sure the East those winds were going around. But a lot of times somebody might break something up. You know how we had a really hard time figuring out what to pass, and sometimes you want to pass something, you think maybe you're going to get it back. So if somebody did need that 2 by any chance, I want to get it out early, not hold it.
2 crack.
It's just
2 dot.
something that I know works. Let's put it that way.
Call 6 bam.
See, like I didn't think that anybody was using 2s based on what I was getting in and passing. So there you go. That's kind of shows you right there. Okay, we got the
East. 2 crack.
and we've got one more discard before we have to probably
North.
make some tough decisions.
4 crack.
All right, and we'll get rid of that.
South. 6 crack.
Oh, I could do the 8 too. 8's not out there.
5 crack. 5 bam.
5, 7, 7, 9. Don't think we need that for any reason at all. So we're going to, I'll do the 8 right now.
8 bam, 8 bam. 1 dot. 6 bam.
Okay, so I'm going to do the 9 dot over the 8 bam because the 9 dot is not out yet.
9 dot. 6 dot. 3 crack. 3 crack.
Oh man, like numbers with sevens. Whew. And 5779. Wow,
8 bam, 8 dot.
look at that. Got that going on. All that too. Whoa's line 3 this way. Any like numbers?
5 crack. 1 dot.
All right, let's see what. Oh, that's my first sign of winds and dragons. Should we have gone that way? No, I'm not. No. Or 2026. Nah, not looking back. But nonetheless, we do not need that tile at this point. So I'm going to get rid of that.
Soap. 7 crack.
Oh, all right. Talk about my little, what I call the rule of 4. I don't know where I came up with that, but it's something I came up with. So what is a rule of 4? The rule of 4 is if I let this 7 go, I'm never going to see that 7 again. If I need it for a Kong, I'm going to need to do it, have a joker in that grouping. So I look at the potential hands that I'm considering, and I think to myself, can I use it in more than one place? Right now, I can use it for line 2 of any like numbers and line 3, but I would not be able to use it in the 5, 7, 7, 9, pung, pung, Kong, Kong, line 2B, right side of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So, well, do I call this? Yes, because I've got 2 possibilities. Why am I in any like numbers tonight like crazy? But I've got 2 possibilities. The other hand, I've got a big gap and I wouldn't need the flowers, and I've got the flowers now. So that plays into that decision of that line 2 could possibly be it. If ends up being line 3 could be it. If it ends up being line 2, yeah, I may end up getting rid of these and maybe I'll get a joker out of it. I don't know. But I think I want to do that. What do you think, guys? Just give me a vote. Just a couple. I need 4 votes. Yes, call the 7, or no, don't call the 7. I want to call it, so I want to see who's with me. I have yes, 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 yes. I've already got 4. Okay, we're calling it for a Kong.
Call.
Now I've got 3 9 bams. And guess what? I'm perfectly okay with that, because if somebody else needs it, they're going to call and put it up with jokers. And if they don't need it, I don't even have to think about it. I've got some great tiles to get rid of that nobody probably is going to be using.
9 bam, 5 bam. West. 6 bam.
Okay, let's see. Well, we're going to be doing this for
6 dot. 6 dot. 1 crack. 9 dot.
all right, I think the 9 dots, how many of those are out? 2 already. Oh boy, look at those 5s coming in now, huh?
5 bam. 1 crack. 2 crack. South.
8 crack goes.
8 crack. Call. East.
That's what we expect to happen. Don't want to hold those tiles and give West Mah Jongg later.
5 dot.
But we have an 8 crack joker available.
Call. South.
We've got a 5 dot joker exchange available. And we've got a 9 crack that has just come in. There are none out. chances are somebody needs it. That means we need to get it out right now, not get the nines out instead. This is more of a priority. I hope you guys understand
9
that.
crack, south. 9 dot, west.
Ah, look at that. Okay, so now line 2 is a possibility.
9 bam, 1 bam. 4 dot, 1 bam.
Okay, so we'll do the 9 crack.
9 crack, 3 crack. 6 dot,
I'd like a joker.
9
Just
bam.
one. I'm okay with one. Oh, and what is Agatha doing there? She's doing 2, 3, 4, 5, either line 1, 1 through 5, that has a pung of 2s and 5s, or pung, pung, kong, kong, which is line number 4. So you could look if you want to look to see what's out right now and kind of get an idea. She could easily be playing 1 through 5 for sure. Or what else? Anything else? I don't think so. Those two hands, definitely. Okay, Wes, maybe you need Ma to bam. We'll see.
2 bam. Red. 8 bam. Joker swap, north.
Golly, I'm not even able to get my joker swap. So, okay, Wes, here comes the 6 crack. Maybe you'll need it.
6 crack, 1 bam. 4 crack. 4 crack.
Ooh, Wes, may I have your joker, please? Because I have none.
Joker swap.
All right. Okay, one more discard, and then the next one that comes in is going to give us a great idea of what we're doing. If I were to go with the any like numbers line 3, what do I have to worry about here? I have to worry about, well, I'm missing a tile to call the other Kong. I also am missing the pair. So that is a concern for that hand. For line 2, I've got the dragons now. I just need another tile so I can call the other grouping. Ah, crazy.
9 bam. 2 bam. 3 dot. Call, green.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pung, pung, kong, kong. 4 dots are the tile that she needs. Yes, indeed. All righty. Another 5 bam.
5 bam. 2 crack. Green. 8 dot. Call, 4 bam.
Oh, Wes, my dear. Oh, like numbers, line 2. Ooh, this is putting me in a precarious situation. Do you see that? If Joe needs a soap, there's one out. I have 2. Oh my goodness gracious, and I'm never gonna know that. 2 greens are out. I have a green. Does he need a green? 1 red is out. I have 1 red. Oh, this game's not
Flower.
fair sometimes.
Mah Jongg.
Well, Agatha, we knew Agatha was very close. Okay, Joe had the red, the soap. He was playing the same hand. Here's the 7 dot that he had, 2 7 dots that he had in his hand. Probably hoping for some joker bait, I bet. Oh my God, a same exact hand. I was in, and I could have gotten rid of it. I probably would have taken a chance. So all I needed here was one more good pick for to be able to call the 7. Well, actually, I needed 2 good picks to be able to call a Kong and a Pung for either for line 2, and then for line 3, I had that, and I would have needed a pair. Yeah, it was still a little bit coming in nice. I mean, all the elements there, but not quick enough for Agatha. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's just see. I want to see what we had remaining for tiles. 32 remaining. Whoa. And another 7 dot way down there at the end. And of course, we know Wes had mine. Wow. And 7's here. Joe had my 7's. Consecutive run line 2, 3, 4 with the singles. Wow. I was never going to see those ever, because he was using them. All right, let's try again.
First Charleston.
We're gonna try. Oh, I have 3 jokers. Maybe I have a chance now. All right, do I have any multiples here? I don't. I don't have any multiples. So I'm going to show you this because I do see the run of tiles here, but I just want to put these into evens and odds first. Just so you could see. I've got all of those evens right now. And so now I have to really dig a little deeper because I do see 1, 2, 3. I do see 1 through 5. I do see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, I see all that. So that to me is looking really good. And you never know, it could end up being a quint hand line 2, possibly. It could end up being quint hand line 3, maybe, or not. But I think right now I have to make a choice. So I'm going to do that because I like 1 through 5 and 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Both of those could be a good possibility. We'll see what happens. All right, I got a 1. So that's not where I want it to be. And now we're going to do, let's see, the one with the opposite dragons. Do I want to hold that? I'm thinking of the run where if I get a middle number, be able to use the opposite dragon. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4th line from the bottom, consecutive run. Possibly. Here's this. That doesn't really help me in the middle there. 5, 6, 7. It doesn't help me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't really help me that much. I mean, who knows? It could help me. But I think I'm going to do this for right now. All right, I got a 5 and I got a 2. So that's nice. And a red. That's not bad. Right there. Yeah. Could turn into, so this could be, let's talk about how many hands right now this could be. Line 1, line 2, in consecutive run. Line 4, A, line 5, and possibly line 6 or 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 possible hands right now. We're missing 4s, but we have jokers. So we're doing I'm going to do a blind pass first. Okay, we are going to continue.
Second Charleston.
And I am giving my dragon back up that I got in. No questions asked there what I'm doing. And we got that 7 and 9 back. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So since I got it back, might as well keep an eye on both the consecutives and the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Why not? I don't have to make a choice.
Courtesy pass.
And I'm going to do 1. When I play with my friends, they will not do 1 tile with me because they know I have really good tiles. It doesn't mean I have 1 hand because I didn't stop the Charleston, but it means they don't want to do it and take a chance. But Joe will do it. Yep.
Flower.
All right.
Call. East.
We've got an early punga flower call here.
6 crack.
Now there's a 6.
Soap.
There's an 8. We don't need that, but I'm going to do the 5 first because that one was what came back at the end of the Charleston.
5 dot. 8 dot. 4 bam. 4 dot.
Okay, just looking to make sure which ones are both not out, so it doesn't matter.
7 bam. Call. Red.
That's a good thing. I like that when I see that. I'm like, oh, good. Happy I didn't hold it. Okay, 2.
2 bam. 9 bam. 7 dot. 5 bam.
So lots of different choices of tiles to certainly going to do the 8 before the 7 since there's 3 7s in Agata's hands.
8 crack. 1 crack.
Now for line 1 consecutive run, it's a pair. For pung pung kwong kwong 1 2 3 4, where you don't have the 4s except we have jokers. I wouldn't call it this early to do that, to grab the first one anyway. It's just too early to do that. So I'm going to ignore it. And the same thing for 1 3 5 7 9. That's a pair, first line. So that would not be it either. Flower 1 3 5 with the reds. Okay, we got
Green.
lots of different possibilities.
6 bam.
Here's a 3.
7 bam. 9
right.
crack.
Next time a tile comes in, we're going to have to make a decision. So 1 3 5 7 9. Let's just look at it. If I called that 9 right now for 1 3 5 7 9, the only thing I have to worry about is, let's see, 1 3 7. This has to go here. We have to use 2 of these here. And this here is whether or not I will be calling my tiles before those ones go out, and there's one of them out already. So that's the challenge here. That's the challenge. And it's kind of, it would be nice because 1 3 5 7 9 is nice, but if I take that chance right now, I'm really taking a chance. So I kind of want to wait, and maybe I'll be forced into some decision. But I think I'm going to just pass right now and hold on. It's so early. We're at 82 tiles. Man. Yeah, too early. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be much better. It's not even a sensible move right now.
5 bam. 6 crack.
Well, that's nice. Let's look at 1, 2, 3. Wow. Too bad I don't have the flowers to be able to consider the quintian. Okay, we're going to have to make a decision right now. I'm going to stick with 1 through 5. And let me see, out of these 3 tiles, what we don't have up there, we don't have a 7 crack, and that means that one's going to go, especially since Agata has 7s up, but we don't know. She could be playing a lot of different things right now. So that's what we're doing. We're kind of committing to 1 through 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4, or I don't think it's going to be the one with the singles since we've got those in there, but there's still a few different hands that we could be playing. So let's just go ahead and do the 7.
7 crack. 5 dot.
We got flowers in, it would be a little different, but we don't have any, so.
3 dot. 7 dot.
We still have some pretty tiles.
South. 5 bam. Flower. 4 bam. 6 bam. 8 dot. 8 dot. 2 crack.
All right, R2 crack here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if I call the 2 crack for possibly line 1, even though there's a 1 there, I could do that for 1 through 5. And I can also do it for 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I have enough jokers to call everything, and boy, would they love to go shopping there. Now, what other thing can I do? At this point, the other hands require flowers. So, and I don't have even one natural one. I don't want to put up all jokers for flowers, though. They're going to go even quicker. I think I'm going to go ahead and commit to this. We're at 68 tiles. We're almost entering the middle game. I think it will make sense right now because I definitely have 2, 3, 4, 5 going on there. If I get the one crack, line 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, line 4 is the one I'm talking about right now, Pamela. So that's the one that I have with all those jokers, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I happen to get that one in, then I could do the line 1. So we're going to call this for a pung for either line 1 or line 4. Agreed.
Call. 9 crack, 2 dot. 1 bam. 5 bam.
9 dots.
9 dot. South. 1 bam. 1 dot. Call. 1 bam. West. Red. West. North. Flower.
Nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so now we put this here and we put this here. Where does it go? 4s. I almost couldn't figure out where it went. Those are my 4s. And a 1 crack will be Mah Jongg.
1 bam. 5 dot. North. 9 bam. East. 3 bam. 9 bam. 6 bam. East. Flower. 1 crack.
Here we go. Finally. And I'm going to make sure I have my pair of 3s and I can call my pair for
Mah Jongg.
All right. I got 1 Mah Jongg under my belt. That's all I like to have is at least 1 on Wednesday nights. Okay, so that was kind of fun, but of course I had the jokers. Man, it helps to have jokers. Joe was playing consecutive run line 4, pung, pung, kong, kong. And guess who had his 3s? Moi. And Wes was playing 2026, still far away. Agata, consecutive run line 3. And that was 7, 8, 7, 8. She had her pairs. 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, she was still 3 tiles away, but still, you know, my tiles came in this time, so much better. All right, bye, Agnes. Thanks for coming in. Oh, somebody else left on YouTube, and I didn't see it till now. Okay.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. We got 1 joker. And looking at my tiles, I see I have a multiple of our 1s. And so we're going to work with those if we can and see what we can come up with. We'll keep we don't have any other like numbers. We'll keep the 1, 3s, and 5s and 7 for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We have the strong 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 presence there. Because I have the flowers, I'm not going to keep that. We're going to mix this up right here. I don't see anything else that I want to even bother keeping. I've got a 3. And now that's a pretty pass, but I don't want to give up what I'm passing. All right, 1, 3, 3, 5 is very pretty. The flowers, we only have a few choices in there. And it does not look like it's going to be too great. I'm going to hold this for this hand. 1, 3, 5 with ones. And they have to be ones. Second hand from the bottom, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, right there. It's very pretty. So we're on a blind pass. And I see other hands as well. I think I'm going to do 2 right now. But the other hands don't use the flowers. So chances are, like 1, 3, bam, 1, 3, dot, 5, crack. See if something comes in. It did not. So we got to pass it anyway. Not a big deal. We've got some good choices. We've got our safety hand. 1, 3, 3, 5. Pong, pong, kong, kong. Try to keep those backups. Then, that's a good thing. Right, continue.
Second Charleston.
Continue on. We don't need anything here. And we don't need anything here.
Courtesy pass.
And we got in a 9. 1, 3, 5 with ones. 1, 3, 5 and the ones. And this way here, 1, 3, 5 and the ones. Okay, so I'm going to do I'm going to do 3. 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, 5. I'm going to do 3. I want to maximize what
Flower.
I get in. So, but I didn't get anything in. But anyway, I've got discards. That's a good thing. And we need to have discards. Remembering that right now, I do want to get out the tiles that came in at the end first. So I'm going to do these here. 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. Okay.
3 crack. 9 dot. South.
Hopefully we'll get
8
some
bam.
tiles in and then we can start talking more
7
about
dot.
what
South.
we need to
5 crack.
play or keep an
4
eye
crack.
on. There's several good things here.
9 crack. 7 bam. 2 dot. 6 crack.
Okay, we'll keep that.
2 crack. 6 crack.
That would only be 1, 3, 5 with the dragons. I don't think I'm going to need 3 flowers, but we'll keep it for a little bit.
2 dot. 1 dot.
1, 3, 3, 5 to make that commitment right now is not a good thing at all. Nope, too early to do that. Too early with only 1 joker. So ignore.
8 dot. Call. 2
Now,
dot.
I have those 4s. Wouldn't it be lovely if I could get a little joker bait out of those? And if you don't know what that is, it's when you have a pair that you're not using, which actually now I have 3, 4, 5 here. Flower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have 1 through 5. That's even a possibility. Doing it like flowers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use that there. Wow, that's even a possibility. Holy moly. We just went out of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 potentially with that 4, but not necessarily. Let's see, 3, 4, 5. Even a same suit run, second from the bottom.
8 bam. 7 dot.
Lots of choices right now.
North.
I hope
1
one
crack.
tile comes in to give me
4
some
dot.
clarity.
7 crack. South. Flower.
What about the third from the bottom with the sextet of flowers? If I were to get more jokers.
5 bam.
Oh, 5 bam. Again, it's so early to lock into anything at this point.
East.
Nothing more frustrating than having your tiles go out. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wow. 1, 3 dot 3, 5. Now I've got all this run stuff going on. I'm thinking I'm going to keep the 1, 3, 5 and the ones as an option. Consecutive run line 6 with 4, 5. Consecutive run line 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 4, 5. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. If I got more quints with 4 and 5, yeah, I think I'm going to let the 3 go. We're it's a little crazy. We're still a little bit in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 with 1, 3, 5. And the ones, that's a concealed hand. So that's why I'm not keeping all my eggs in that basket. But I've got pung, pung, kong, kong. I've got flower, 3, 4, 5. I've got
9 bam.
pivot hands available.
9 crack. West.
No.
7 bam. East.
And an 8
3
dot
bam.
for a joker exchange, by the way. There's a 3.
North.
Again. Yikes, yuck.
7 bam. 4 crack. 3 crack. North. East. 2 dot.
Need a little
9
luck.
bam. 9 bam. 7 crack. 4 bam.
Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is just one of those things where 54 tiles were into the middle game. Oh, it's like when you see all your tiles going out, and I don't just want to call something to call it right now. With one joker. It's too weak.
9 bam.
It's not
1
one of those
bam.
things where I just want to just call it
East.
just to call it.
9 crack. 7 crack. 3 crack. West. Flower. West. 5 crack.
That's a fresh one. I bet Wes is going to call that. Watch, somebody else will call it, and I'll be like, nope, it wasn't Wes. But we'll get it out.
6 dot. Red. Call. 7 dot.
Okay, a punga red's up there.
West.
Okay, there's the other one. So what are we looking at right now? I need those pairs right there. That's that hand right there. All of that, second from the bottom on the left side of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, or 3, 4, 5, and get rid of the 6. And since I haven't seen a 6, what I think of is that somebody is using it and I'm not going to see them. So I might as well get it out. Back up flower 3, 4, 5. Maybe. I think I'm going to go for that right now with a backup flower 3, 4, 5. I mean, or do I want to get rid of this now? Then if I do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that might be the answer. You know, somebody's going to call it. I have a feeling. What do you think? Whoops. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Oh, usually my phone is off. That's embarrassing. Okay. Give me a vote. Get rid of the flower to leave my 3, 4, 5, 6 open and also keep an eye on that pretty concealed hand, or not, or get rid of the 6. The 6 or the flower. Kim said consecutive run line 5A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5A without the dragons, was that at before? We don't have any dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have any of the greens at this point, if that's what you meant. 6, okay. Throw the 6 bam, discard the flower. All right, we need a vote. I have only 2 votes, 1 flower, 1 6 bam. Want YouTube, we have a 6. That's 2 6 bams and 1 flower. And we got 1 more. Discard the flower. 2 flowers. No, 3 6 bams, 1 flower. 4 6 bams, 1 flower. Okay. Guess what wins? 6 bam. No, I don't really need the flower, but I know somebody's going to call it and put up jokers, and then I'm not going to be able to call it. Well, I don't know that they're going to do that, but I need those. So,
6 bam. Call, soap.
All right. Well, that's a good reason not to hold on to it in any event. All right. 6s with a pung of reds. 2026 line 2. 2026 line 2. And that's it. Right? Okay.
Joker swap, 1 bam.
Boy, they don't give me a chance. Well, I have had a few joker swaps. Look at that, a 1 bam. How many 1 bams have gone out now? 1, 2. I only have 1 more chance for that hand. And now we've got a 6 dot, which could be 2 0 2 6 needed for up here. There's 3 2s out. 1, what, 4 2s? Nope, it's not that one. There's 4 2s out, so it can't be 2 0 2 6 with the dots. Oh, it can't be. It's got to be cracks because he's got the reds up. So it's got to be 2 0 2 6. Let's see. Wait a minute. 1 2. Yeah. Yep.
6 dot, 9 dot. 2 crack.
All right. I need
7 bam.
I need some really good picks right now to even have this hand look like it could be anything possible.
9 crack, south. 5 bam. 7 crack.
It just is the way it is sometimes.
4 crack, 3 crack.
Now this flower is getting hotter and hotter. We don't, Joe doesn't need it. Wes could need it. So I can't, we've got 29 tiles left and my hand is not developing. I might just turn to defense right now.
1 bam. 4
Matter of
crack.
fact, after that 1 bam just went out, that is the last chance I have for that hand. 1 bam, 1, 2, and the other one was up here somewhere. 3, down here. So that, oh, how sad is that? Wow. That is kind of sad. 1 3 3 5. All right. This is this flower has me a bit nervous. 1 2 3 of them. And this is the 4th one. I either got to get it out right now because we're just into the end game right now. I have some possibilities with some other crazy hand, but I've got, well, no, wait a minute. 3 4 5 6. I think I could take a chance. 1335 could be, I think I could take a chance. I'm going to do it now because if I don't do it now, it's never going to happen. And I don't think that's going to work out either.
Flower. 8 crack.
Phew.
Joker swap. Mah Jongg.
Oh, well, that's what we thought he was playing. 2026 cracks in the line two. Pretty hand. Pretty hand. Pretty jokers right there for your greens, Mr. Joe. And Wes was playing twos and eights with the dragons. Line four, nice. And Agata, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Winds and Dragons. Line two, the singles with the dragons far, far, far away. Oh my goodness gracious. Kim, thanks for coming in. All right, it is 8:19. We're going to play one more quick game because we got time to play one more quick game. Good job, Joe. Nice hand.
First Charleston.
No jokers. What's going on with my no jokers? 3 dragons, no jokers. Kind of wanted to try that Winds and Dragons hand. So if I did that, I would just go straight to these 2, 3, 3, 4 run type things. And I'll keep, instead of doing evens and odds right now, let's see, I'll keep everything in the run 1, 2, 3 low end runs. And although maybe, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8 is looking pretty good too. Maybe I'll do this. Let's see. Two, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. A little bit of like numbers. I like that right there too. Since I have all 3 single dragons, that's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, we'll do this one. And we got a 3 in. Wouldn't you know it? Now I got all these 3, 6, 9s showing up here. All of a sudden, I'm seeing 3, 6, 9 as well. Wow, look at how things change. But the only thing about 3, 6, 9 is you only need this matching or the opposite dragons. But now I have those dragons that maybe with the 6, 7, 8, 9 could potentially work. So now I'm thinking 6, 7, second line, 6, 7, 8, 9. But looking at 3, 6, 9, maybe. I don't know. I'm flipping here. All right, here's another 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. I won't be able to keep those. Like numbers with 3s. 6, 7, 8, 9, or 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. All right, I'm doing it.
Second Charleston.
I'm going to go here. And I think, darn, I'm going to do one end or the other. So 6, 7, 8, 9, or 4, 5, 6. So this would be the one that will go, I believe. And I'll keep an eye on like numbers with 3s. I mean, look at that pretty pass. Oh, well, good luck. Maybe you need them. Got that 9 back, which really doesn't help me here. 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. So we'll do these here.
Courtesy pass.
Hopefully something will make sense at some point. And wow. All right, we're just going to get rid of all these guys right now.
West.
Let's see what
2
happens.
crack.
Maybe I'll get lucky.
7 crack.
No jokers.
Soap.
There goes the soap that I would have liked.
South. 7 crack. 7 dot. East.
Mm-mm. 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I need to keep that. 5. No, I don't think
1
so.
bam. 1 crack.
Oh.
7 crack. 4 dot.
Could have kept wins.
North.
Didn't.
5 crack. 2 dot. 9 bam.
I wish I had kept those 3, 6, 9s now.
8 dot. Call. 9 dot.
Okay, at least I got it out early.
6 crack. 6 dot. South. 1 dot.
I should have done the 8 first. Oh, we were keeping the 8. That's right. For
9
me,
dot.
keeping it.
4 crack.
Maybe for something. I don't know. I don't think so. 3, 6. 3, 6. 3, 6, 9.
8 bam.
Look at that.
4 crack. 9 dot. Green.
Another dragon. Another dragon. Oh, golly. Let's play with these tiles. 3s. 3. 6. 6. Now, talk about challenging decisions here. These are challenging choices that we are going to make. Like numbers, I need that. Maybe that with it. 3, 6. 6, 9. I think I'm just going to forget about that since 2 dragons went out already. I'm going to forget about that run. And that way I have tiles to discard. Ugh.
8 bam. 1 dot. 2 bam. Call. 4 crack.
A joker exchange here and here.
5 bam. West. 3 dot.
3 dot. Well, I could call it for the pung, but I don't have any of the 3 bams at all. I can hold off, which I think I got to do. 3, 6. Yeah, I got to do that. I'm not locking in
1
yet.
bam. West.
Unfortunately,
9 bam. 9 bam. South.
doesn't make sense to do that.
1 dot. 7 bam. Call. 1 dot.
And another joker exchange.
North.
Oh, now I get another green. Wouldn't you know it? After I gave up on those singles, but I still don't have jokers, so this would have been challenging, although, well, it would have been because I would have been in that same kind of predicament. Am I calling it? I don't have anything else. 3, 6. I guess I'm just gonna have to stick with this here. Not really a pretty set of circumstances right now at all.
6 bam. 1 crack. 1 crack. 4 bam.
Now I get that. 3, 6, 9 with the dragons. 3, 6, 9. 3. Okay. 3, 6, 9, line 3. 3, 6. How many 9 cracks, if any, have passed me by? None. 3, 6, 9 with either the same or opposite dragons. What the heck? I mean, I have nothing to lose here with no, I'm missing so many pieces of stuff. I'll keep this. I would need a 4 and a 5 to recover 3, 4, 5, 6 if I were even going to consider anything. Oh, or do I keep these for a little bit? Maybe. Maybe this. Oh,
soap,
this is just,
east,
I'm not even asking you for a vote because,
4 crack,
uh,
1 bam,
I mean, it's just
1 crack,
nuts.
9 bam, south, north,
Now I got the 3. This is what I was thinking that was going to happen. All right, what about the floating pair hands? 3, 6, 9 with the 3s. Keep 1 green because 1 green's out. Floating pair hands, far stretch, or any like numbers with 3s. Far
green,
stretch.
4 dot, 2 crack, joker swap,
I
5
wish I
crack,
had much easier choices here. May I have your joker, Joe? Because that's the
joker
only way I'm
swap,
going to get a joker. Now what am I going to do? Now I need a vote. So 3, 6, 9 is really very pretty. I would use that there rather than here if I could help it. That is pretty, but that's a pair. The 9s is a pair. So that's, concerning. Any like numbers, if we just go with line 3, I could still get rid of the green. 3, 6, 9 that. Keep the 3s for the bottom any like numbers hand as an option. Okay, here we go. All right, bottom any like numbers hand or 3, 6, 9 line 3.
green, 9 crack,
Whoa, of course.
east,
Why wouldn't it go out
3
right?
bam,
3 bam. Can't call that for that bottom hand. No way I can call it.
Mah Jongg,
Oh, with the 3, with the 3s. All right. I hate ending on a losing hand note, but geez, challenging. Uh, that was fun. It was fun, but what a challenging night around the Mahjong table. I didn't even look at their hands. It's like just, let me just get out of here. Oh, that's okay. Well, it's always fun anyway. It's always fun and it's a learning experience, and we're not going to always get good tiles. And sometimes the hands are very, very challenging. So you keep coming on Wednesday nights so you could see when I'm like winning all of the hands, right? Thank you so much for joining in on Wednesday night skill building. It has been a pleasure, everybody watching on YouTube and everybody who's joined me on Zoom. If you are not a subscriber of my YouTube channel, please head over to MahjCon, MahjCon, and subscribe. Click the bell so you get notifications. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, all that good stuff. I really appreciate your support. And thank you so much. Until I see you again, please be well and thank you.